Hey guys, when you're in a band, you can spend a lot of time in the rehearsal room. You are paying for that rehearsal room.
Come on, let's go. Time is money.
If people waste time, it can be annoying.
Well, I won't be needing you any longer now that I'm kicked out of the band.
So what we want to do is we want to get straight into making music, and I think one of the things that is really useful for warming up when you are practicing with other musicians is using the Purple Haze chords by Jimi Hendrix. You can't be jamming around in E when you're in a band. It's something that all bands do, especially if you have a slap bass player.
What's up? Slapper.
So the three chords I'm going to show you are an amazing amount of fun, but what's more is they are super useful for practicing your rhythm, getting locked in and tight with your drummer, with your bass player and other musicians in your band. And it's one of those cliche things that you must learn if you're joining a band or playing with others. The first chord we're going to do is we're going to tackle the Hendrix chord. They call it the Hendrix chord because he uses it in the Purple Haze song. This E7 sharp 9. Now this chord is derived from a C shape. If we take a C chord, this is the root note here on a C. If we move this all the way up to the 7th fret here, you can see the root note is now an E, and we're going to keep the third of this, but we're going to add two different notes. We're going to get rid of this first finger here. I'm going to switch it around so that the second and the first finger take those strings there. Third finger goes on the G string and it's on the same fret as that root note, the 7th fret. We get this little triangle shape. It looks a bit like a backwards D. This gives us a 7th chord, but there is one note missing, and that is this pinky. We're going to put this on the 8th fret of the B string, and this gives us an E7 sharp 9. Now this chord, it clashes. You can hear just those two notes, but if you encompass it with the root and the flat 7th there, we get this really nice tension sounding chord. Because this is an E and we're playing it at the 7th fret, that means this open E string is fair game. So we can whack that one whenever we want. There's something called Bootsy Collins' funk formula, and I kind of adhere to this, and I think this applies with playing along with a drummer especially, because knowing where the 1 is super important. So if I play this as 1, this E string, that's the 1, and then I strike this chord, I can let this ring on for as long as I want to. You can hear that what happens is that open string sets a foundation tone, and then the chord adds the harmonic interest. So we've got... The simplest way to get a groove going with this is, I'm thinking of this as the bass note and this is the chord. So if I go bass, chord, bass, bass, chord, that's going to give me something that I can reliably say in my head as I play along with the drum beat. Bass, chord, bass, bass, chord. What I'm also doing here is on this E7 sharp 9, I'm only squeezing the chord after I've played the bass note. This is developing good technique. This is damping the chords when you don't need them.
It has to be damp.
This enables you to stab these chords and really accent certain parts of the beat. The rhythm we were doing was bass chord, bass, bass chord. That's pretty cool. We're just using downstrokes for that, but we can put some upstrokes and some proper strumming in there as well. If I just stuck around on that chord, then you would get bored of it very easily.
Oh, golly, I'm bored.
And the thing is, it creates a lot of tension. What I need is that chord to move somewhere else. And the chord that we're going to go to first is a G chord. We're not going to play it like this, because that's too country. Yeehaw! This is what I call the Hendrix grip. What you do is you play a partial bar chord, just barring on the B and the E string, and holding down the third finger and the second finger on the D and G string, which leaves the pinky free to do suspensions here. And if you've got super slinky long thumbs, you can stick it over the top there. I don't have slender thumbs like that.
You have sausages.
So I play it like this. I'm muting out the E string here. So I'm playing this cheat F shape, if you want to think of it as the cheat F. There's a cheat F. This becomes G. Now if I move it up a whole step, I get an A as well. Because this is the chord progression that we're playing. We're going to play an E7 sharp 9. We're going to play a G. And then we're going to play an A. It's completely up to you. If you want to learn this absolutely verbatim the way Hendrix plays this, then wonderful. But the whole point of this is to be loose and just use it as an exercise to get your strumming started. This is a way for you to just chill out, bang these chords out and have fun.
Have fun. Okay?
This is what it's all about, really, having fun. We got the bass chord, bass chord, then we play this. Just do 2 strums. It's as simple as that. We could do 2 strums on the A, but you're going to miss out on a little bit of funkiness there. So we might want to go. That rhythm is what I call the down, down to Amsterdam town rhythm. You'll know this one if you play any Oasis. Down, down to Amsterdam town. All you need in your head now is bass chord, bass chord, down, down to Amsterdam town. That's your rhythm. Use words to help you to align with the rhythms. Bass chord, bass chord, down, down to Amsterdam town. Once you've got that down and you start playing that, you can guarantee the drummer and the bass player are going to dig that. There's no need to be a slave to the original recording. What you can actually do is change the rhythms. So that's a cool idea to help you get loosened up.
Groovy, baby!
Play something fun. It's something that I learned and found highly enjoyable when I was starting out in bands. If you are looking at developing your strumming skills, then you might want to watch this video here.